My name is David Boye-Doe. I'm the founder and creative lead of the brand Boye-Doe. Boye-Doe is a sustainable brand that blends Afro-Luxurious heritage with ethical elegance. We are rooted in sustainable realities, deconstruction and reconstruction. We've been doing this for the past 5 years, and we are excited to be part of this year's LVMH Prize semi-finalists.
Well, today he's part of the LVMH Prize. He's a semi-finalist, and we are sitting with him to find out what it all means to him and to Ghana as well. My name is Gideon Nicholas Day, and my guest on Pulse One-on-One is David Boye-Doe. First of all, congratulations on being part of the Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy Prize. Yes, tell me what it really means. What is this award about?
I think someone would say that it is the holy grail in fashion. It's one of the biggest, the most prestigious brand, and I think over the years this is a platform that kind of help launch designers, and we've had designers like Virgil Abloh, which in 2013 was part of the semi-finalists, and I think in South Africa Tebu Magugu was one of the Jonathan Anderson. So this is a prize that's launched different designers, and it's something that's is big in the fashion industry, and we've always dreamt wanted to be on this platform, and here it is. And to us it's important to us, and not just us as a brand but Ghana as a whole, because this will be the first time a Ghanaian brand has been nominated. So being first, and not just being first, I think it shows that it's possible that we can have as many people from Africa or Ghana to be on this platform. So.
Right. I mean, before we even delve into how you made it to this particular prize, let's talk about your journey. How did it all start? When did you want to be a fashion designer growing up?
I've always loved design, but I think my first love was to be an architect.
Oh, wow.
That's what I always wanted to be at the beginning. But, architectural design, fashion design is actually in the same scale. But it got to a point where I saw that it wasn't going to be visually possible. So then I had to also think of the second love, which was fashion. And way back as a childhood, the way I've loved clothes, the way I dress has always been in that direction. So it got to a point where I wanted to take this thing further. So I'm from Kumasi. I've lived in Kumasi.
Right.
I moved to Accra in 2018 because of fashion. And on the search of schools, I found GCCD.
So you came to Accra purposely to look for designing schools.
For school, and I found GCCD Designs to Africa. Today, I think back then it was Joyce Abbeville College of Creative Design. Yeah, so that's why I enrolled in 2018.
Okay, and what was the process like? I mean, after going to school, how many years did you?
I did 1 year certificate in fashion.
1 year, and after the 1 year, you've not done any other?
After 1 year, I did I did internship at the school. 6 months internship, and I did another internship with like a family friend for 3 months, and afterwards, the brand was launched. I finished school on September 2019 because I did 1 year, so I enrolled in 2018 and. I finished 2019 September. So September, October, November, December was the 3 months internship. Then afterwards, in January 2020, that was where the brand. So
Boye-Doe brand itself. What did you start with? Did you start with making what we see here, or was it?
No. The denim has always been part of the brand journey, so it has been. But at the beginning, it was more of trying to find our aesthetics at the beginning. So we're doing what normal Ghanaian brands, and we'll do the kaftans, we've done wedding gowns and all those stuff.
Wow.
But the goal was there, the vision was very clear at the beginning. So, but in order to be able to do these ones that we are doing, what we've so desired to do, we needed money to be able to do. So we're doing the other, like the kaftans and the wedding gowns, and until we're able to gather money a bit. So when you see Boye-Doe or you see me as a David, I'm not only the one that's Boye-Doe. So we are two, and my business partner Nako Julia. Yeah, so we've moved it from January 2020 now to now.
So it's not only fashion designing. Like, I mean, in terms of coming up with the design, the idea, you do that.
Yes.
And he handles the other aspects.
The business side and the branding.
Okay. Right. So at what point did we move to doing more denim? Or maybe I'm trying to say, at what point did the do you switch styles from moving from the normal anti-tailor from behind
I think
to
it was,
like this
it was
particular
6 months, six
okay.
months along the way, because like we started in January 2020, and I think 6 months along the line, this has always been the dream. So our first international show was in December 2020, Arise 30 and the 30 New Stars. So we were less than 1 year old, and so in 6 months along the line, we moved right into this. So our first collection that was on Arise was so denim. It was a mixture of denim and a hand woven smoke from the north.
And would you say this is what has appealed internationally to and people outside looking at the difference that your brand has?
Yeah, I think so, because one of the things that we also took it very seriously, we did a lot of research because we wanted to build a global brand, and in fabric choice is also important. If you want to, you have to supposed to source the right fabric that it can appeal to the global scene. So that was one of the things that we did at the beginning. We were so conscious of what we wanted to do, the fabric choice and all that. So yeah, I would say that it has actually played a vital role.
Okay, we are in a very competitive fashion industry now. Almost first to start with, everywhere you pass, there's a seamstress somewhere, and everyone is trying to brand their designer, whatever. You go online, they said there are a lot of brands now. What is making you stand out? What are you doing differently that puts you over the others?
I think one would be storytelling. It's not just clothes. It's most of the time it's a story behind it. It's even the names. If you check our website, even the choice of names is embedded in the Ghanaian culture. We have names like Odenehun, Busumru, Kuntunkunu, Katechi. So it's more of storytelling, because like I was saying, we are not the only Ghanaian brand doing denim, but aside everyone doing it, the story behind the pieces, and also I think it's more of the approach. I mean, the innovative approach we use with the denim, and also definitely we are not also the only one doing smoke or fugu fabric. But we saw at our first collection, we did a lot of colorful ones. That is the traditional way of the smoke. But we realized that it wasn't certain that it was supposed to. So we wanted to find, okay, what can we do to kind of own the fabric and make it appealing to our clients. So that's why we moved to solid colors. And so if you are doing summer collection, we do have vibrant colors like red, purple, neon green. But then if you are doing winter, we move to earth tone. So
at what point did you start getting international gigs and going all out?
I think it started right early, because right from school, my graduation collection, I got a feature on Vogue Italy. That was right after, I think that was in 2019, even before the brand was officially launched. And our first international show was Arise 30 and the 30 New Stars. That was open to the whole world, and we were among the 30 designers that were selected. Then afterwards, we've done a couple of shows in Nigeria. We've done Glitz home here, we've done Ghanaian Fashion Week, and we've done a couple of shows in Nigeria. We've done Design African Fashion Week, we've done Lagos Fashion Week. And so I think it has continued, because then from there, Portugal Fashion Week, we've done show in Geneva, Switzerland, in Berlin, and this will be our third season, Paris Fashion Week.
They are making a lot of money. Yeah, you can see.
That's trying.
Yeah, trying. Take me through your creative process. What's your creative process like from the moment someone comes to you that I want an outfit? What's your go-to conversation? How do you come up with the design? How do you come up with the style?
Okay, I think that's one of the things that we are different, because most of the time brands build on two things. It's either you are doing custom made pieces or you are doing ready to wear. So at the beginning we were doing custom made pieces where client now comes and what they want. But now we don't do that anymore. Okay. So we are ready to wear brand. We do our collection and we sell. So we don't do someone coming to us one day, because like I said, we want to build a brand. There's a time where you can go to maybe Dior for them to produce those things, but we wanted to now stick to the ready to wear, where we produce our own collection, then we sell. So that's what we do now. We don't do custom made.
Okay. Have you ever reached a point where, I mean, looking at the whole fashion thing, you think you want to change something, you want to probably maybe give up on it, try something new, like just fall back and look through some of the challenges that you had faced through the process?
I think changing or that I'm not sure.
Okay, you didn't encounter
the
that.
vision. Yeah, there has been a couple of challenges at the beginning. It was very very hectic. It was very difficult at the beginning because what we were doing was not something that it was really acceptable at the beginning, and you can't blame the people because definitely me, if I'm going to buy something from someone, you want a brand that you can trust, and most of the time you can trust that brand based on consistency, how long. So you can't just someone just come on the scene and people rushing into. So I understand that. So you need to be able to build it to a point where people can say that, okay, if we come to you this season, next season, we know that this person is coming back again. So at the beginning, it wasn't like that. So it was very difficult financially and all that. But to quit, no. Because the brand was actually started from the days of COVID. No one was going out, no one was buying, but we kept producing, designing.
Great. Now let's talk about Ghanaian fashion in general. Are we making headways? There's a lot of conversation that the other markets like Nigeria, Kenya, they are doing better than us. Are we catching up?
I think we are doing well. There's a lot of talent there, a lot of creativity. We can't compare Ghana to Nigeria. You look at even numbers because most of the times what pushes an agenda is numbers. They have the numbers that matter. But when we talk about the individual talent and creativity in Ghana, there are a lot of brands in Ghana that are doing really well. So we wouldn't compare. But at the same time, I think we need to come together. I think that's what is lacking, coming together because when you see the Nigerian fashion scene, I think there's more cohesiveness, and there's more togetherness in it, and that's what we have to do. But for talent-wise, there's a lot because there are brands that inspired Boye-Doe to be here.
What are some of the brands you don't want to mention?
I can mention.
They didn't pay you to advertise for them.
No, but I can mention. I can mention for if you want me to mention something.
Or maybe you only give them some shout out, but no. But anyway, let's talk about your pieces, right? How are you imbibing the Ghanaian culture in your designs?
Yeah, I think we wanted to, when you mentioned earlier, the brand is Afro Luxurious brand, and that is African luxury.
Right.
We believe that when you talk about luxury in fashion, it's one of the things that you can incorporate is our textile industry, the way our fabrics are made. So one of the things that we have been able to do based on culture from the Ghanaian perspective is our smock fabric. And when you look at it, it's one of the things that at first, even to own this fabric, you have to be from the royal home and to be able to wear because of the time, the people, the story behind it and all those things. So it's one way that we've been able to carry the Ghanaian culture along, because at times we go outside for shows and people see this fabric and you tell them that everything is made in Ghana and they're like, for sure, yeah. So it's one of the things, because you can't talk about culture without talking about the way we dress, our fabrics.
For maybe because it's not too visible, like giving beads and things, like staring into your face. I mean, the subtle cues to show that it's from Ghana as well. Do these, looking at the nature of the fabric, do they make it expensive? How affordable?
Yeah, it is. It is expensive because if Kente, we all know how this smock fabric is made and all that. So it's not cheap, but even cost effective. We've been trying to find a way to price it in a way that's like those that love it can purchase it. Yeah.
So if I want one, how affordable do you think? If I have say like 1K, can I get something here?
Definitely you can get something here.
Like just a jacket.
1K. Yeah, there's 1K that you can get. Yeah, you can get a 1K.
I think 1K is even a lot. Maybe I should come to 500 in this. Maybe the 500 is a lot, but let's talk about your target market. I'm just saying the 500 and then the 1K is giving the perception of who exactly you are targeting.
Okay, so we are more conscious of conscious client. Number one, when I say conscious client, it's not just you want to buy clothes. You are conscious of the type of piece that you are buying. Okay. Who we call it those who live on the timeless caps, who are vibrant, who want something different. one thing that we are so conscious when it comes to our silhouette is, when you look at the normal pants, the silhouette don't change. What can you add to the silhouette? So you want a client that want a twist of the traditional silhouette of a pant, traditional silhouette of a shirt, but you want something different. So we want eco-conscious clients who are timeless, who go beyond trend, who don't really focus on trend, but who want timeless pieces. But in age-wise, we say from 20 to 70.
Oh, at least I fall in the category. Anyway, let's go back to the LVMH LVMH Prize. And how is your selection process like? Did you have to apply, or is it like just awarded to you?
No, it's based on application.
Okay.
We've seen this in, like I said, it has always been the focus. Me and my business, we've talked about this.
Envisioned it and planned towards
it. So we've checked the site, we saw the application, and this was actually our second time of application. So the first one we didn't get in, but we knew that we were not going to get in because some of the things that they were asking, we were not ready or we didn't meet it at the time. So there's I think questions about your brand, the brand vision, where you've done shows, the stockists you have in different countries, and that. So all these things comes together to be able to qualify for it. So it was a long process. But
so about how many people usually apply for this?
This year, for instance, we're over 2,300 applications.
Oh, wow. And shortening down to the semi-finalists? 20
semi-finalists.
Wow. Hearty congratulations to you. Now, let's talk about when you win this. What is in for you? Or what's it for the winner?
Okay, so when you win, there's a cash prize of 400,000 euros.
Wow.
Yeah, and the most important thing to us is you have a 1-year internship with the LVMH team. That's Louis Vuitton. The LVMH team comprises of Louis Vuitton, Dior, then Fendi, and a couple of other brands as well. So having 1-year internship, learning process with these people can even result to a collaboration, which I think there was one guy that was part of the finals last 2 years, Super, that afterwards he got a collaboration with Louis Vuitton.
Right.
Yeah, so those are the most important thing to us.
Okay, so is it going to be based on merit, or do we have to vote as well for the 20?
There's going to be a voting part, which is not yet. So now we are going to do a showroom presentation for judges in I think starting from 4th of March to 7th of March in Paris. So after the presentation, so there's going to be a voting. So and I think when it gets there, we just want people to know so that I think you can so hashtag Boye-Doe LVMH Prize.
Okay.
Yeah.
So voting process, it means you'd have to maybe pay, vote online, or you don't know the process details
for
yet?
now, but I'm not sure, company like Louis Vuitton, I'm not sure it's going to be paid voting. I think it's going to be online voting.
Right.
Yeah, but I think when it gets there, we will encourage every Ghanaian to vote for us, because I think it's also very, very vital. So there's going to be judges looking at it, and there's going to be questions and also the voting part. So afterwards, we will be shortened to 8 finals.
So they want to pick
20, then 8. Yeah.
Wow. Now, how do Ghanaians support Boye-Doe on this journey?
Okay, so you can support the journey by following us on Instagram, and when you follow, we're gonna post a couple of things. Our Instagram handle Boyedoe_, and to follow the journey as well, you can, if you want to make a post in relation with this, hashtag Boyedoe LVMH Prize.
That's nice. What's your plan and beyond the LVMH? Oh, give it to me. Let me hype you. What's your plan beyond the LVMH Prize?
Is to that has always been the vision from the beginning, to establish the brand globally, have the brand as a household name everywhere. This has always been the beginning, and it's here now. And we believe that with this prize, LVMH Prize, we'll be able to cement our vision and make it a global brand.
I wish you the very best. And thank you so much for joining me on Pulse.
Thank you so much for having Pulse. Thank you.
Guys, we've had Boye-Doe, David Kusi Boye-Doe, right? Yes, he is part of the LVMH Prize semi-finalist, and yeah, support him on this journey. My name is Gideon Nicholas Day, and this has been Pulse 101. See you some other time.